You found me.
How long have you been down here?
Oh, it wasn't always like this. What is ARK? Some friends have convinced me to pick it up on sale, but it's been out for a while and I know next to nothing about it. I think you get dinosaurs, robots, lasers, dinosaurs with lasers, but you start off with literally nothing. Now, I like to give games a chance to teach me how to play them, but ARK accomplishes this in a brutal way. For example, every time you do something stupid, you die. Okay, so this game is tough, but I've spent a lot of time collecting resources and I've crafted a stone axe. I'm feeling pretty good, and the visuals are convincing too. I think I'm getting immersed. There's all these little details like hunger, thirst, and temperature, which you're always trying to manage. Oh, speaking of which, I need to eat. I'll just grab some berries and scarf those down. While I'm at it, I'll keep chopping wood and collecting stone to build my base. Oh no, I'm encumbered. Should I increase my weight stat or focus on health and speed instead? What am I supposed to do in this game anyways? I woke up with this thing in my arm and I'm clearly at a disadvantage to nearly everything else that spawns here. Where are the laser dinosaurs I ordered? And should I be saving everything? The moment I realized I could pick up my own poop, I thought, am I gonna need this later? Should I be walking around with my pockets full of poop? Oh man, I've spent so much time trying to figure out what to do that I need to eat and drink again. Okay, great. What could possibly go wrong if I just take a drink from this lake? It's pretty chilly and dark out here though. I better head back. What? Did I just black out? Is there something in the water? How long do I have to just sit here? What if a raptor walks by? Oh, thank God I made it. What was that? Did I pass out from fatigue? Do I need to sleep so that doesn't randomly happen? Okay, I have a bed, but how do I sleep in it? Is this a map? No, what's the button to go to sleep? What? Why can't I figure this out? The UI is so brutal. After a little research, I found out that narco berries knock you out. Sure, I would have known this if I'd read the tooltips, but the game doesn't pause when you're accessing your inventory, and I'm already pooping my pants constantly here. Oh, and I learned that you can't sleep. Beds are only used for teleporting around, but all I really wanted to do was skip the unbelievably dangerous night. Have you ever tried fighting raptors, saber-tooths, wolves, and other horrors in the pitch black before? These things are legit predators. I had virtually no time to react, and the torches provide such pitiful light. Even though I can't see anything, I bet ARK is cruel enough to make me more visible to the dinosaurs when I hold a torch, like shining a spotlight on a wet piece of paper and then having a dinosaur attack it. At least these bright supply drops land all over the place. I got some seriously important gear from them, like a stack of these spears. These should help against those stupid Dilophosaurs and birds. See, I can stab at enemies or throw it at them. It's just too bad that everything has durability. These spears break like they're made out of bones. But that's why I'm pumped to have so many of them, and I've made sweet new armor. There, try to beat me now, ARK. What? Did my spear just break when I tried to throw it? Oh my gosh, ARK, how cruel can you be? I burned through that stack so fast. Now I have to go all the way back just to craft more spears and repair all my stuff. Ah, what bit me? Why am I going to pass out? What's attacking me? I died? To a Troodon? Oh, mother of...
Frank, is this game stressing you out?
No, I'm just overreacting. Everything's fine. A friend of mine suggested some mods and told me I should play on a server with him and other survivors. This should help with all the limits imposed in vanilla ARK. Like, check out this awesome spyglass. It gives you hints on how to tame creatures, as well as how much food I'll need to pull it off. It even shows me their level and all of their stats. Before this mod, I used to get far less information for a mere cost of 80% of my vision. From now on, I'm only looking for the highest level creatures, and these tech versions have the highest level potential. They look so cool too. I want to catch them all. Dang, I might be getting immersed again. Check it out. It took a few days, but I've been knocking out raptors and feeding them meat to tame them. Now I just run along the beach and eviscerate anything that spawns there with my whistle commands. Oh, and I've learned that so many dinos provide huge and vital conveniences. Like this Anki is amazing at collecting metals, this Parasaur harvests berries and scans predators, and this Dota Curious mines all the stone I need. There are so many more tames to discover too. I wonder what they all do. But before I check it out, I'm going to need my raptors as escorts since I'm nothing more than a walking drumstick out there. Wait, what's that? Why does that dinosaur have red smoke coming off it? Oh snap, it's coming this way! Go Raptors! Fight to the last! Give it no quarter! Oh no, why aren't they fighting back? Did I forget to set my hawk groups? Are they in passive mode? I think I have a whistle to make them aggressive, don't I? I can't remember my whistle bindings. No, this is taking too long. I've got to get out of here before it kills me too.
You gonna turn your back on family?
This wheel is infuriating at times. I could have saved them if it wasn't for the UI designer. Like, these freaking options like to change location every once in a while, laughing in the face of muscle memory, and even the inventory messes with you. Like, sometimes when you're throwing out a bunch of junk, an item will randomly skip the queue and get tossed out with the trash. No, not my awesome spyglass. I needed that to find a decent pteranodon. I think if I bola one, I'll have enough time to knock it out. Nice. They may not be able to carry much, but they're quick, and the importance of flight cannot be overstated. So much has opened up to me now. I can explore much farther and no longer fear crossing this megalodon-infested water. I love this thing. Wait, what's that? An Argentavis? They look really cool. Okay, I just have to sneak up on it with my trusty bola and... What? The bola doesn't work on it? Now I have this giant prehistoric bird pecking at my face? How on earth am I supposed to tame this thing? Oh, what? Apparently I have to build structures to trap some tames. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, I thought the Pteranodon was cool, but this thing? Wow, they can fly farther, carry more, and even regen if they eat prey. And now I can really appreciate how huge this map is. Look at all these new dinos.
There's always room for family.
Oh, snap. I wasn't paying attention to my bird's stamina. I need to land somewhere to rest. That tiny ledge looks like a decent spot. Let me just press the landing button and...
Do you mean here?
What? No. What the heck? Up here.
Oh, over here?
No, over here, you...
Down here?
Okay, finally landed. Now I just need to rest and... What? Oh no, I fell off my tame, but I didn't dismount. What is this? I'm stunned? Dude, don't fly away! What the heck happened? Did that tiny Microraptor just stun me off my tame? Holy cow, I was like an inch away from falling off this cliff. That drop would have killed me for sure. I need some backup. I should spend a few days taming more Argentavis and bringing them with me. They'll help clear out enemies, and rolling with a flock
makes me feel like a big man.
Nice. With all these killer birds, I am a golden god. I'm going to finally beat this game. The sun's going down. I've seen this play before. Bad stuff in ARK always happens after some seemingly insignificant problem.
We're all gonna die.
I better hightail it back. Dang, it got dark quickly. I need to rest my bird, but I can't see anything down there. I'll just have to take a risk on that cliff. I hope it's safe. What? Oh no, what just bit me? No, my Argentavis flock is retaliating. Come back, don't fight. I can't even see what's attacking us, and there might be Microraptors down there. I need my whistle wheel. Oh no, I pressed the dismount button. Now I'm falling off a cliff. I can't believe I died again. I bet my birds are fighting to their deaths as I speak. Okay, it's fine. Just relax. All I need to do is get back there. Oh no, I don't have any flying tames at my base. Did I seriously head out with all my flying tames only to lose them at the top of a cliff? This is amazing. Now I can spend the next hour trying to find my way back through the darkness to the general area I think I died, since the game won't even give me a death marker on my map. Dang, I have to work in the morning. I can't stay up any longer trying to find my birds. I don't get it. I've played hundreds of hours. When does this game get easy?
Wait, how many hours?
Oh, you heard that. Well, I do spend a lot of time with my friend who's been helping me out. He's taking me to steal some wyvern eggs, which we're going to hatch and breed at base. And wow, are these things amazing. Power, stamina, speed, they're the whole package. I should build a farm like he suggested. It'll help with all the cooking recipes and food I need. Okay, now I just need to build a modest greenhouse for my crops. I'll just finish off this corner here and...
Down here?
No, what the heck? I obviously want you to fill in this hole.
Do you mean here?
What? No, up here, you...
Oh, over here?
Are you kidding me? Finally done. Now I can focus on setting up this fabricator I found. The fabricator needs power. Okay, how do I make power? Oh, easy, a generator, right? Now to just add some gas and... Sick, that looks like power. But the fabricator still needs power, huh? Okay. Maybe I need cables to connect them? Where do I make cables? Wait, I can make them in the fabricator? But that's the very same thing I need cables to provide power to. What am I missing here? Dang, is the UI designer responsible for the building and crafting as well? Forget it, I have bigger fish to fry. I found out that each map has some secret caves, and inside these caves are artifacts. Sounds easy enough, right? Except that these caves have invisible walls that instantly kick you off your flying tame. What game would do this, honestly? It's like ARK is trying so hard not to be like other girls that it breaks every simple gaming courtesy. Alright, ARK, I'll play your game, you rogue. I checked out a video of some epic ARK battles and I saw the dinosaurs with lasers. Maybe killing bosses is the only way to unlock them. But before that, I need to breed an army. I can't just run into battle with the best dinos I caught. You can never bring something you can't afford to lose. Great, I've spent a week breeding dinos and another friend's going to come with me to kill the boss. Okay, this is exciting. It all comes down to this, right? So how do we actually summon the boss anyways? Oh, I think my friend did something. I suppose we need to be standing in this dome? But I don't have my tames with me. Oh no, what does this mean? I knew it! I warned my friend that we should really do some research before this, but he thought, what's the worst that could happen if we try? The ARK both giveth and taketh away, Trevor! I've aged at least 10 years trying to figure this game out. Now I'm going to lose everything again?
Stay down. Final warning.
Look, babe, I'm starting to get worried. Last night in your sleep, you kept mumbling something about Trudons. What's a Trudon? You looked really frazzled. Do you really need to check in on your game every day before and after work?
Yes, are you kidding me? I have to fill these feeding troughs and imprint on my new babies. And after that Trevor boss fight fiasco, I know now that...
I don't have friends. I got family.
But maybe she's right. I think ARK is slowly killing me. I need to pick some more calming things to do. Like, I recently learned that there's an actual story to this game. Yeah, crazy, right? I feel like I've been playing things out of order the entire time. I never once realized that these random notes and dossiers I've encountered are actually the story. Okay, let's give this a shot. How hard can reading notes be? I'll start on the island. Everything is out of order, but I'm actually digging the writing, and these dossiers are really useful to teach you about the fauna. Everything's well written, and the story is almost believable. Dang, I better not be getting immersed again. I should continue the story on the next map called Scorched Earth. Whoa, there's some different dinos and challenges here. Like, I need special gear just to keep from overheating. I figured this out when I ran out of water and got dehydrated, which made me pass out and die. Let's try another random map. How about Extinction? Oh man, this place is messed up. This wasteland really screws with my character. Someone did tell me that there's a massive underground area which should protect me from the ravages of the surface. I'll just look around a bit and... What? I died to an invisible wall? Every other map has a boundary to keep you from exiting the play area, but Extinction instantly kills me instead? Dang, I can't even get my stuff back. My dead wyvern fell behind some rocks on the other side of this invisible kill wall. It's fine, I've prepared for this. I'll check out some supply drops and hopefully recoup some of my losses. Yo, these supply drops are different. How do they work? What? They summon waves of corrupted enemies?
I'm in danger.
Oh no, they swarmed me! I can't fly out! No, please let me live! No, I can't keep doing this! Forget Extinction! I'm going to look at Genesis 2 instead. Okay, this place is more like it, and it has some new tames and missions to try. Whoa, look at this! There's an entire second ring to explore! So bizarre, like a Willy Wonka dinosaur world. Hey, did that plant just move? No, I'm sure it's just my imagination. Okay, now even the flora is dangerous? Maybe Gen 2 is not my thing. I'll check out Aberration instead. Oh, great. This place is entirely underground, and I can't even use my flying mounts. How am I supposed to find an obelisk to port back home? Dang. ARK feels like quicksand sometimes. The more I struggle, the worse things get. Maybe I should just quit.
You don't turn your back on family.
Finn, you're right again. I can't just abandon all my tames at base. Think, Frank, think. Obelisks are usually near the corners of the map, so I'll just start in the northwest and see if I can find one. Maybe in this cave? Oh no, there's hallucinogens in the air? Well, I can't go back there. I'll try east instead. What the heck is a frost spore? Oh my gosh, is it torporing me? No, stop it! I can't pass out here. I don't have any other tames on this map to help me. That's it. I'm going to find a way to the surface. This map obviously doesn't want me down here. If I can just reach the surface, I'm sure I can get my bearings. What? The surface is on fire? That can't be right. Do I need to wait until nightfall to be up here? And that's how I got like this.
Okay, so stop playing. Is all that trouble worth it?
You're right. I think I have to break up with ARK. Lately, all I've been doing is breeding dinos and maintaining my base. I'll admit, I've seen some incredible sights, I've tamed some fierce foes, and my friends and I have built some pretty cool forts, but I'm at the point where I feel paralyzed alone. If you want to play this game, I can't stress the importance of playing online with others. Some of this late game content is just too difficult to tackle alone. So why do I keep coming back? It's like an abusive relationship sometimes. Am I wrong for loving this game? No, it's the devs who are wrong. If you love dinosaurs, games with deep mechanics, and a good amount of lore, then get a group of friends and give it a shot. I can almost guarantee that you'll enjoy something about this game, whether it's exploring, taming, breeding, or... well, it definitely won't be the building system.
Down here?
But if you really don't want to play with a tribe, then strap in for the bumpiest ride of your life. And if you're worried that you're too late to the ARK party, you should know that there's still a good community online, as well as some unique events at different times of the year. You can even play in VR. And there's another free DLC map coming out soon. Oh, and ARK 2's on the horizon, and it actually features Vin Diesel.
Brother never told you never threaten a man's family.
Hey, you made it to the end. You're a legend. Drop a like and sub and join my growing channel.